Hey folks, sometimes you don't get to choose the easiest day to go out and test stuff, and that day that is not easy is today. So I'm out here with Trey of Innovative Sportsman, and he's been working on something, kind of hustling to put something together here with this feel-free lure 13.5, so we have it ready in time for the Kayak Bass Fishing National Championship. I'm gonna let him tell you what we're getting ready to test here.
All right, what we've come up with is an adapter plate that fits the new 403A mount. This plate has 2 points of contact that fit the standard track system that's in the feel-free lure, and right here we have 4 bolts into the track that hold it on. There are another 2 sets of slots back here that fit the lure 11.5 and the lure tandem. Has the 4 bolt hole pattern back here, so that it's just a quick bolt up, easy process. It's no drill, limited tools. And then down here we have a foot that sits right on top of the handle on the back of the lure that picks up the weight and the leverage from the weight of the motor, so and everything.
Like a rubber,
yes, that's
rubber stopper of some sort. It looks adjustable.
Yes, it's very adjustable for the different kayaks. Each kayak is a little different to each handle. You can still use all of the functions of the Torqeedo A mount. You can use the stow function. It's very simple. You can pull it on and off the water, put it down, and we've hooked it to the existing plumbed tubes for the cables for the feel-free kayaks.
Go ahead and give me a push on those. We're going to look real close at how we've set this up. Actually, Denver helped us set this up at the feel-free headquarters last week. So he ran these.
Yep,
kind of gas pedal type steering.
He ran the cables while we were there.
So as you're pushing one, the other one's kind of coming back, and vice versa. All right, let's see what that looks like. You keep pushing on that. So pretty good steering, pretty good range of motion there. So nice. And that's a no drill install.
As of right now, we're just going out to test it out and see if we need to make any modifications to it, and try to get some numbers to see what it does on the water.
I will say that today's, this lets us know, hey, does everything line up? Are we getting the prop deep enough? Are we doing everything we need to for this mount? But today's not the day I get my real hard numbers. I'm gonna have to come back out in a few days. I like testing out here on Lake Marburg in Pennsylvania because I always have some bank that has wind protection, but the wind today is just too much. So and I don't want to give bad numbers. I don't want to give you numbers that was either with a wind assist or wind in my face. So I'll come back out in a few days and I'll get those numbers, and we'll display them somewhere in the footage that we take today. So cool, let's go do it. All right, we have tucked in one little bank that doesn't have wind on it, and he's zipping right along. What do you got?
5.1.
All right, let's try different trim adjustments, see how much more you can get.
I like the toe control foot pegs because they're just more comfortable for me. The other option is the slide foot pegs. They just take a little bit more movement of the legs, but these just seem to be more comfortable for me. You do sacrifice a little bit of the turning radius with the toe controls rather than the slide controls, but for me it's just personal preference. The toe controls are a better fit.
Found some water is a little bit more protected from the wind, and I'm getting 5.1, 5.2. I think I'm still being affected by gusts of wind here and there, even though this is fairly glassy here behind me. Yeah, it's wavering between 5.1 and 5.2. no drill, worked out real well. Wind's picking up pretty bad here, and well, I know that the motor and the boat can hack it. I think I'm done for the day, so we'll head in. What I'm gonna do is come out on a different day when it's not quite so windy, and I'll get some good numbers, and you know, we'll get that speed and range data out and display it somewhere in this video, just so you folks can see what kind of performance you would expect to see with the Lure 13.5 and the Torqeedo Ultralight 403 AC. See ya.